Hey y'all, Ramdino here, coming at you again for another Appalachian Trail Thru Hiker update. Well, thought I'd come out here in the woods and give you an update in between storms. Been a lot of rain here in Holman, North Carolina, just like there has been out here on the trail with that hurricane moving up. But anyway, lots of folks are out there on the trail that have been enduring this, and some folks got off as they do to get out of the rain. And so let's talk about what's going on out there on the trail. So we got Big Rig. He is south of Irwin. $2 steak. He has completed the whites in up in New Hampshire, and he is heading south through Vermont, and his wife is joining him for his trip through Vermont. Moose Liver, she's off through the hurricane, and she is also doing some equipment repair and going to be getting back on. Muon, she hit 2,000 miles this past week, so congratulations to you, Muon, and she's in Pennsylvania. She's going to be finishing up at Harper's Ferry here real soon. Redbeard, he is over Whitecap Mountain and should be summiting Big K sometime the 1st of this week. Rock Flipper, he is south of Daleville, Virginia. Crash, he is rock scrambling his way south through Roxylvania. Fenway's working his way Sobo through the whites. And Snapshot went through the lemon squeezer on her Sobo flip-flop. And Knoxville is out of the Great Smoky Mountains heading towards Springer. So lots of folks out there. Of course, that list of the folks that we update is getting smaller and smaller because more and more people have summited or finished and wherever they're finishing. So we did add another hiker to the list, and Hopper, and he is a Nobo flip-flopper, and he is in Northern Virginia. So we've added him to that hiker list. You can find that hiker list and folks, their social media accounts where you can go and spur them on and subscribe to them. Down in the description section here, there you'll find a link to that Google spreadsheet, and you'll be able to find everybody that we're tracking. I know it's getting late in the season, but if you still want to be put on that list, let me know. I'll be more than happy to put you on that list so people can track you throughout your whole journey finishing up in 2020, or if you're finishing up in 2021. So if you are going to be hiking next year, then we've got a new list that have gotten started, and already we've got about 30 folks, or over 30, that have actually joined up on that list and signed up to be a part of the updates for next year, and just to be a part of the what I do here, and which is support the hiker community in general, try to bring us all together, but also support the thru hiker community. And so if you want to be a part of that, then and you're a thru hiker and you're going to be doing that, either you start in 2020, going to be finished in 2021, or you're going to be starting 2021, down in the description section, you'll find a link down there. You're going to click on that, fill out just a few questions there, and it will add you automatically to that list for next year. There's also a link for that list. And if you're not comfortable doing that, I'll be glad to do that myself if you'll just send me your information, your trail name, when you're leaving, what direction of travel you're going, and your social media accounts, and we'll get together. I'll put you on the list myself. So we want to include as many people as we can. Look forward to seeing you get on that list. So we've had a few summits since I last did the update. Of course, last update I did mention that Books had sent me who had summited with her, and that was Sparkles, Snapshot, Free Walker, Walden, Pigeon, and Wayward. And I didn't have the picture, their summit picture yet. Always like to include the summit picture if I can find it, or more importantly, most people send me their summit picture. Hadn't received that yet from Books, but I did after we filmed last week, so I want to go ahead and send their summit picture there of that whole group that went up there. Joe Hikes, he also finished it, and he was Nobo number 287. Now that means that the Baxter State Park assigned him Nobo Hiker 2087. So Baxter State Park recognizes you as a Nobo hiker. Appalachian Trail Conservancy doesn't. Of course, everybody but the Appalachian Trail Conservancy does. So in any case, he was number 287. I'm sure there's been a lot more. We've probably breached 300 since then. Jukebox, he finished up his flip-flop at Harper's Ferry, and he celebrated by probably doing some not necessarily legal adult 16-ounce curls with the favorite Thru Hiker beverage of choice. So congratulations to you, Jukebox. Walmart, he finished his NOBO at Katahdin, and I met him at Uncle Johnny's while I was on a section hike, and it was good to talk to you, and just good to, particularly to see you finish, and somebody that I met in person out there on the trail, Walmart. So congratulations to you. I think this may be either his second thru hike or his second attempt. I'm not sure. If somebody knows out there, leave a comment down there. I want to make sure we give him the proper credit for that. And then also the couple, Always and Sunny, they have finished their thru hike at Katahdin. So we're awful excited. Congratulations to all those folks. If you've summited, I didn't include you there, please send me your summit picture and who you are so that we can include you in next week's update. We want to make sure that we give everybody credit for this stupendous track that you've done, and just the accomplishment of a lifetime that you've done. So we're awful excited for you to do that. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of bad trail news this week. Katahdin has had and Baxter State Park in general has had a rough week this past week. The whole season they've had over 6 airlift rescues in the park, and all those have pretty much been around the Katahdin area. But we've had 3 this particular week. 2 of those resulted in a death, and one of them was fortunately the hiker was rescued and did not die. But the 2 deaths were due to, one of them was a 75-year-old man who was hiking with his nephew who was 25, and they got disorientated in the fog. They started about 11:30, and they wound up getting through, placing a 911 call and getting through at about 12:30 a.m., 12 hours later, and they were lost. They wound up on the knife's edge. They couldn't mount a rescue because they were told to shelter in place. It was already too dangerous to mount a rescue. Couldn't get choppers in until the morning, and sometime during the night, the nephew called back about 3:30 and said that his uncle had fallen and was hurt, and so they did rescue him. However, the uncle did pass away, and then there was a person that they found that was deceased near the summit, like really near the summit, up there near the sign. My understanding is just yards away. So it's been a tough week for Katahdin, tough week for Baxter State Park, and anytime a hiker passes away, it's tough for us. Just remember, guys, that those folks that are summited now, all the pictures that I'm seeing of summits, most of them, if not all of them, are in cold weather. Some of those folks can barely spend enough time up there to get their picture taken on the sign. So please come prepared up there and don't linger any longer than you have to. I know you want to be up there, but it's getting cold, dangerously cold. All these folks they were rescuing were hypothermic, and I don't know if they passed away because of hypothermia, but it certainly is a possibility up there. So. And then Checker reports in that the MATC website says that the ferry crossing, of course, the Kennebec Ferry is officially closed as far as it being free. But if you still need to use it, you still need to get across, you can still get in touch with them, with the operator. You will have to pay. Typically, you don't have to pay because the ATC takes care of that. But now you have to pay $50 to do that. And there will be no service at all, even paid service, from November 1st to April 30th. So if you have not got across by then, SOBO or NOBO, then keep that in mind. You won't be able to get across at all. So some really good news, though, is that Fresh Ground is out there on the trail. He is taking his Trail Angel work that he does and feeding hikers out there and just being a great Trail Angel that he is. He has a fundraiser that he's doing right now to keep him out there on the trail. That's been going really well, but he can always use some more help. And that is the best way that you can do to help him is you can go to his Facebook page or his Instagram account, and there's various means there that you can support him. He even does Venmo. So in any case, I encourage you to do that. We appreciate everything that you do, Fresh Ground, for hikers out there. And we just think that's awesome. And I know if you've ever had his banana pancakes, then you know what I'm talking about. I'll be doing a lash here coming up in another week or so. We'll be starting out up in Pennsylvania, and we'll be doing a small portion of Pennsylvania, doing all of Maryland, all of West Virginia, and heading on into northern Virginia and finishing up there. So be out there for about a week, 5 to 7 days, something like that. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to sharing those videos with you. Well, folks, that's all I've got. As always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out here.